Deep within the heart of the mysterious Phi Pop Valley, there stood an ancient forest that locals referred to as the Forbidden Forest. Legend had it that the forest was cursed, and those who dared to enter would face unimaginable horrors. The trees, twisted and contorted, seemed to whisper ominous secrets to anyone who passed by. Rumors circulated about strange occurrences within the forest, disembodied voices, eerie lights, and the feeling of being watched. Many had entered the Forbidden Forest, but few had returned, and those who did were never the same. One chilling evening, a group of adventurous friends decided to defy the warnings and explore the Forbidden Forest. The group consists of Sarah, the fearless leader, Mark, the skeptic, Emily, the thrill-seeker, and Jake, the cautious one. Armed with flashlights and a sense of bravado, they entered the dark and foreboding woods. As they delved deeper, the air grew thick with an unnatural stillness. The forest seemed to come alive with ominous shadows that danced between the gnarled trees. The group pressed on, their nerves on edge. Strange symbols marked the trees, glowing faintly in the moonlight, as if warning them to turn back. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the silence. It was Emily. The group rushed toward the source of the sound, only to find her standing in front of an ancient, decaying tree. Her eyes were wide with terror as she pointed to a series of twisted roots that formed a grotesque face. "I saw it move," she stammered, her voice trembling. The others exchanged uneasy glances, dismissing her claim as a trick of the imagination. Their laughter echoed through the forest, but their mirth was short-lived. The temperature plummeted, and the once quiet forest erupted with unnatural sounds. Shadows morphed into grotesque shapes, and malevolent whispers filled the air. In a panic, the group tried to retrace their steps, but the forest seemed to rearrange itself, trapping them in a nightmarish maze. Unseen hands tugged at their clothes, and ghostly figures danced just beyond the edge of their vision. As the group's terror intensified, Mark, the skeptic, was the first to succumb to the forest's malevolence. He disappeared without a trace, leaving only the echo of his terrified scream. The remaining three pressed on, despair in their eyes. Hours turned into an eternity as the forest toyed with their minds. Sarah, once the fearless leader, now clutched her flashlight like a talisman. Her courage waning, Jake stumbled over a gnarled root and fell to the ground, his fear palpable. In the heart of the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by ancient trees and otherworldly shadows, Sarah and Jake faced a grim realization: they were no longer alone. Whispers turned into guttural growls, and unseen eyes watched them from every direction. As the forest closed in, consuming them in an abyss of darkness, their terrified screams echoed through the Phi Pop Valley. The Forbidden Forest had claimed its victims, and the legend persisted, warning all who dared to enter its depths of the horrors that lurked within.